Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to try out Dreams of a Cockspur, which I have been told is from the Bible. Wake up from day one. I watched there's a little bit of a history in the settings menu, which is a crazy place to put. Actually, this is the exact thing I just saw. Okay. So this shows up in the settings menu. Shit's whack, yo. We go to like Mercury and then like Mercury poisons us. I mean, it is called Mercury, so we should have known. This game released like a week or 2 weeks ago. It looks weird as hell, and I'm totally for that. Like, I love that. So, I had to play it. It is a point-and-click puzzle game, so I'll probably play like 30 minutes of it. I'll finish it on my own if people aren't super interested in it, but I mean, it looks amazing. Look at this. There's an eyeball. Find traitor. What if John Titor was actually a traitor, but inject myself? Can I not do that? Ziploc bag. Never mind, I can't do that. Let's inject ourselves. Why not? Just stick that straight up in my veins. So I need that to be able to see. So it's like maybe it's like a Flowers of Algernon sort of thing. Read diary. Okay, so just as a quick, before I get too far into this, just like a quick little summary of like the history thing. So we went to other places, then all of a sudden we got sick from those places. In space fires and whatnot, and now we constructed like a neural thing, so we're probably like a brain in a vat somewhere in Idaho, or whatever remains of Idaho. You're awake, dear. Good afternoon, Mom. You are a research and maintenance technician assigned to the Phalanstery. Your mission is to collect data on a mysterious celestial object that appeared near the island. So the Phalanstery is the neural station thing. The object's surface was pitch black. It emitted an intense magnetic field and radiated massive amounts of thermal energy. Hours after its descent, it vanished without a trace. All monitoring signals lost. They call that a meteor. Your team consisted of 5 other researchers, your mother, and a search dog. You thought the recording sessions for the White Album were messed up because John Lennon brought his mistress? Imagine bringing your mother. A week has passed since the island survey began. Sample collection and basic reconnaissance are complete. However, the ship meant for your return developed some malfunctions. During a storm, one researcher ventured out to sea and met with an accident, falling overboard. They remain missing. You'll be staying on this island a while longer. Until rescue arrives, food is the primary concern. Fortunately, the team leader brought special seeds for such emergencies. According to the report, there's a low-risk zone with radiation levels under 0.5 millisieverts. To the north lies a clearing with soil suitable for cultivation. You should check the clearing. But what about this triangle of cheese? Feeling rested? Yes, mother. I'm ready to help the others. Alright, I left some food on the table. Eat before you go, okay? Okay, thank you. When the brain icon appears, click on it to get hints or engage in contemplation. Press E to use your left hand. Usually it holds the map, but it can sometimes hold other things as well. Perhaps it can do more than just hold. Pay attention to the prompts that come from mouse changes. You can review the instructions again in the ISK menu. What, like melted human, my favorite. A knife already spread with peanut butter. You have an instinctive aversion to the knife. It's inextricably linked to harm and bloodshed. Spreading something on bread offers some small comfort against that fear. Who does that with their peanut butter? What? So good and tasty. They put peanut butter on each of the 4 corners and spread it. 1 slice of bread remains, but there's no more peanut butter on the knife. Need to pack this up.
No.
Okay.
No. No.
Okay, so I need to come back. Oop, continue. Let me go back. There we go, okay. Mother, good child. They got an achievement called Mother. Probably need to come back for that. That's locked. Can I bring these with me? I cannot. Nope, okay. Sunlight burns your eyes. Why'd you look straight up into the sun? Who's been making that racket? The bed is empty. All your valuables are on the shelf. These are my valuables? Oh no, my valuables! Several dents of different sizes mark the bed sheet. So I can hide something there, probably. Somebody's a Christian! Cross necklace. I can't steal it. You notice an odd bulge in the pillow and reach inside. Ooh. A gun! So Yvonne didn't take it with him. You carefully slip the gun back inside the pillow. I didn't see nothing. Ooh, whose diary is this? Shuna's notebook. What secrets do you have in here? Guess we're gonna find out. Agronomy. Principles of crop breeding. General theory. Principles of crop breeding. General theory. Oh my god. Okay, the ultraseed is an artificial crop unit whose organic structure has been reconstituted via molecular compression technology. Ultraseeds done for closed ecosystems with minimal resource expenditure. The technology, crystal growth boom, not solving long-term logistical challenges. A single soldier's seed pack contains the entire carbohydrate cycle for emissions duration. Completely replacing traditional freeze-dried and dehydrated foods. The standard cultivation medium for ultra seeds is the pre-packed substrate pack. Despite the maturity of ultra seed technology, the nutritional core may be lost during consecutive iterative cultivation cycles. Goddamn Monsanto. They are visually indistinguishable from functional ultra seeds. They yield no effects of nutrition and are non-viable for continued cultivation. Due to the visual similarity, primary identification of hollow strain units relies on ultrasonic impedance profiling. High sonic wave Gerida. Okay, so they did some unholy matrimony with seeds and stuff like that. The Gospel of Matthew. It's a little different from what I remember in my Bible school. Several jars of peanut butter, one has your name on it. On loving others, this book introduces fundamental principles of social conduct. To love and treat another person with genuine kindness, you must cultivate empathy, understanding, and respect. Consider their perspective, place yourself in their position, feel their pain or hardship, and try to offer help. Listen with care. When someone speaks to you, listen with your whole being. Observe their need, think of the difficulties they might face. Understand, acknowledge, and let them feel your concern. Oh my god, this guy's annoying in the background. Hey buddy, you should consider my perspective and place yourself in my position, feel my pain and hardship, and try to offer some help in shutting up. Be grateful, remember those who have been good to you, and do not... What? And do not. True kindness and compassion often grow from knowing and caring for yourself. The deeper your understanding of your own being, the more readily you can empathize with others' past vulnerabilities and needs. To truly love someone, I've always said, you have to be able to love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself or are capable of loving yourself, then you might... I mean, from what I've known, people have been like that, but they didn't really love someone else. They just needed them for some lacking that they felt that they had. And that kind of relationship is like doomed to fail. By keeping a healthy rhythm of rest and activity, maintain a sound state of mind. Each night recall 3 things that brought you joy each day. Amplify the positive effects of good news and uplifting moments, and exercise your body. Exercise that body. Okay, so this is like it's like really nice, but I do think that this might be like a toxic positivity cult thing. Not just from what I'm gathering with like the thing here. Life at the manor. An iron singer beetle, I cried out. Those beetles were a rare sight, and for two 12-year-olds, finding one felt like uncovering treasure at the bottom of the sea. Because of their blood-sucking nature, capturing one had to be done with great care. We crouched silently on the ground for a long while, admiring the dark crimson luster of its shell. Jenny picked up a twig and poked at the nearby soil, hoping to find some animal carcass. Looking back, we paid no heed to the warning vibrations of its wings, even praising the delicate beauty of those thin membranes. The next instant, an ear-piercing, razor-sharp screech erupted from the tiny creature at our feet. ... Exam Express. Anyone may read this book. You must use your shallow working memory zone to read the following content. The logical deduction or deep comprehension of the principles herein is strictly prohibited. Alright, don't think too much about this stuff, guys. The examination utilizes the high-speed conduit to measure the transit speed of specific knowledge packets. Do not study material outside your specific specialization prior to the exam. It will adversely affect your results. Prepare, adjust your posture, keep your spine straight, and relax all muscles. Okay. That was like a back check, spine check. Breathe, perform 6 to 10 deep breaths. Focusing your attention on each inhalation and exhalation. Start the test. When the exam begins, shift your focus from your breath to your entire head. Clear all mental clutter. Do not let your thoughts drift. Instead, consciously make your mind open. Okay. The test lasts 2 minutes with 7,000 high-speed conduit pulses per second. Is this gonna like burn my eyesight? Burn my eyelids? Maintain emotional stability. Agitation will disrupt the current flow. Remedial chill. Okay. The resistance test. Okay, I thought this was the next one. Stabilizer and observation of the resistance response. Base injection at age 4. Booster injection every 24 months thereafter. Okay, onset of an immune response. Severe cases may involve pharyngeal, cysts, or respiratory distress. Severe reactions seek immediate medical attention. If you fail twice, contact your supervisor for disposition. Question: can illness or menstruation affect resistance test results? Complete the brain test first, idiot. A medically certified deferral for the resistance test may be granted for up to 1 week. 2 days post-injection. I still have difficulty experiencing emotional fluctuations. Is this normal? Some emotional dullness is expected. However, the onset of a hemoptysis, or severe joint rigidity constitutes a medical emergency. Seek immediate attention and contact your supervisor to discuss the next arrangements of your injection. Okay. So they do be testing. Okay, so we have the Gospel of Matthew. Now, sadly, I do not read that language, which I assume is Chinese. Hopefully, it is not a puzzle that I would need to know. Before I leave, just double checking. I'm not missing anything. A small hatch leading to the cellar where rations, water, and supplies are stored. Okay. Hello. Yvonne was sitting on a log by the sea. Kind of hard to do. It is impressive to do without any legs. Let's talk to him. Hello, Ben. You approach a tall, robust man whose hair is already streaked with gray. Your team leader, Yvonne Nabozhenkov. Judging by his heavily lined face, he must be around 60. Nabozhenkov. Hello, Yvonne. Is something wrong? The radiation detector is malfunctioning. It's not my Cthulhu voice. Won't power on at all. I thought we wouldn't need it. The other crew members wanted to monitor the ambient radiation levels while we're stuck on the island. I mean, things do look radiated. Well, being cautious is good. It is. He offers a wary smile. I'm just worried everyone's nerves are stretched too thin. We'll wear ourselves out. You take stock of your own condition, sporadic, intense headaches, and heart palpitations. The headaches weren't caused by the ship accidents. It seems a far more terrifying event triggered them, but you can't remember a thing. It's like a forgotten memory. Only when you catch a fleeting corner of the memory does your heart pound violently. The rest of the time, your mental state is fine. Also, let me turn on the volume a little bit because the ocean was angry that day, my friends. Don't worry too much about me. By the way, any leads on the ship's situation? This is something only the two of you know. The ship didn't just break down. It can't start because the engine was sabotaged. Somehow you're convinced it was an act of deliberate sabotage. Yes, but could we not dwell on it just yet? I want to. Yvonne is a rather tight-lipped person. He won't tell you everything all at once. I mean, pretty impressive considering he has no lips. You'll need to go find clues yourself. I understand. Thank you. Let's change the subject. I set up the shed again. Same spot as before. Just keep heading right. You're right or am I right? The detector is on the shelf over there. You might need some tools to open it up. Take this knife. It's dangerous to go alone. There's always a time when you need to solve a problem with force. Stabs him. I'll leave it to you then. I'm going to check on the ship again. Alright. Beam me up, Scotty. Better look for the detector. Whoop. I accidentally skipped through the tutorial there. There's this human skull in here.
No.
Okay, I can't do that. Anything just yet. That. I need a stick. Can I cut something out of?
No.
So the thing with point and click things is you kind of just have to kind of just keep on doing random stuff every now and then. Can I put this in the fire? No. I can't do anything with the sea. There is a clay man nearby. Let's go. Oh, there's a spider. All right. Before I cut the spider, let's talk to him. Let's open up the key to his heart. Okay, let's stab it. You grip your knife and start to raise your arm. The spider immediately assumes an alert stance. No, that's too dangerous. I need another way. All right. I think it ate someone. It wants to fly. Okay, so we got the ants eating the thing. So we got the ants. Wait. Oh. What if we... Let's leave that there for now. Okay, anything else here? We cut the thing there? Cannot. Okay. Puzzle solved. Shove it! You lost consciousness. That actually scared me. Alright, well... How do I shove it? Okay, how do I shove this? I'm gonna learn how. I'm gonna learn how. Okay, it's just... Okay, it's a clicking thing. I have to click it. I got it. I'm gonna cheat a little. I'm gonna use both of my fingers. You're holding out. Think of a solution. Knife. Knife. I might have stabbed one of my friends. I survived. Free bucket. Oh, key. What is this? Iron pin. Okay, I don't... Ooh. Okay, I don't understand that just yet. Ooh, okay. So, the flies like... Oh, this is the beetle. Okay. Let's go back. Before we go, family, Snoopy. Okay, so we need more iron pins. Or maybe we need to put them in a specific way. It's probably for a puzzle there. So we need to get the beetle. Any secrets? We've covered this area with a blue plastic sheet. Its edges secured to the high branches. It'll keep the tools from corroding even if the weather turns. Okay. So the spider needs the beetle thing. So let's go back to the area here. Reread this book here. Perfect manner. Okay, admiring the dark crimson luster. Warning vibrations of its wings, even praising the delicate beauty of those thin. Erasing your feet. Okay. Crouch silently on the ground for a long while. So poking on a twig. I have a needle. Let's try the needle. The iron pin, I mean. Okay, and it's gonna let out a scream. Or maybe it wants the blood. Oh. Okay, free hand. I have no idea what I just did. I think that's just how these games are. You severed hand. You want this hand?
No.
No, okay. So I assume I have...
No.
Okay, so that's too dangerous. But now I have 2 tips here. A screwdriver tip. Okay. And now if I go here... I can't go in here, but I can... There is a place where I could have put this. I don't know just yet. There's a bucket. Go here.
No.
Can't do anything with the bucket, but we can go to the beach, get some water in the bucket, put the water on the fire. Then we have a head. Alas, poor York, I knew thee well. Okay, anything else in here? Can I put the hand? Nope. Alright, let's go back to the area over here. No, not the cabin. In the beach. Okay, just don't mind me, spider. Just passing through. Here we go. A beautiful, lovely family. That's right, it's mine now. Okay, a hex key. The hex key. Okay, so we need the needle. The needle goes there. Okay. Then we need the screwdriver tips to go here, right? No, we need to make the screwdriver. Okay. So where could the screwdriver be? I did that completely blindly. Now we can put those two together. Where is it? There we go. And now we can go back here. Here we have the hex key. And let's just put our hands straight up in there.
No.
We put the fake hand. Oh, mysterious black substance had bored into that severed hand. You almost dropped it in fright. Steadying yourself, you flipped the radiation detector switch. It began a steady, rapid click, 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 click. Your friendly powers on. What was that thing? Some kind of insect? You open your bag and glance at the hand again. A limb of the insect protruded from the split skin, slowly shifting across the surface. So that thing is what broke the machine. I'll examine it at the workbench later. I should take the detector and go find Yvonne. Ugh. So this is the metal that regenerates, because that was part of the history. Anything else that I'm missing? Some notes sketching the local ecology, signed in the lower right corner, Jessen, with a puppy doodle beside it. Is this your idea of a puppy? I mean, that was their idea of a Jazon. So, the combination lockbox is supposed to design by the engineer who fell overboard. Wind up toy, little figure moves along the track. Shake it, a crisp clinking sound comes from inside the toy's body. It sounds like there are small metal balls inside. I'm guessing I don't need this stuff just yet. Hey, you want this, buddy? Nope. It did look like I patted it on its ass. Oh, hello. You're back from the mothership. Yvonne. Yeah, Yvonne was sitting on a log by the sea. Hello, Ben. Any luck? Yes, I found out why the machine broke. Huh? The severed hand that was just in the bag? It's gone. Let me take a look at the detector first. You hand the detector to Yvonne. He works on it, his expression growing grim. Power's on now, but the readings are 50 times higher than before. Probably a fried component in the sensor unit. What do we do? There's a spare in the warehouse. Dispose of this one. Okay. There's one more thing. The disappearance of the severed hand leaves your mind reeling. Yvonne, are we the only ones on this island? Didn't you all see a small boat on the sea a few days ago? No, there was no boat. He becomes agitated. It was all my error and judgments. I must have been seeing things. Why is my mouth making those noises? Even if there was uncontacted native people on this island, they wouldn't have survived the magnetic storms of 40 years ago. It was a disaster caused by the worldwide anomaly in metallic activity. Almost all wires and cables ceased to function. With the loss of power, global communication systems collapsed, transportation and technology were paralyzed. At the time, various theories about the cause circulated. Scientists initially believed it was a phenomenon triggered by solar activity. Many died because of it, but what truly caused the massive global depopulation was a bizarre disease. It emerged concurrently with the magnetic storms and was highly contagious. Patients exhibited symptoms of heavy metal poisoning and autoimmune disorders, typically dying of acute renal failure within a week to a month. Coffee break? The global population declined so rapidly that there was no time or means to respond. The loss of electricity was the final blow, forcing humans to retreat from its technological civilization. By then, research bases for the high-speed conduit, technology designed to vastly enhance human cognitive abilities, had been under development for nearly 2 decades. Strangely, these bases were unaffected by the magnetic storms, which in a way disprove the prevailing solar activity theory. So maybe the high-speed conduit people made these storms to make people become batteries, maybe? Sanctuaries across the continents began taking in survivors scattered far and wide, yet people contracted the mysterious metallic disease during the relocation, and this despair struck another blow to human confidence. Over the following decades, the few remaining human populations gathered in unaffected zones and constructed a massive facility called the phalanstery. They recovered and resumed research on some of the lost technologies. 40 years after the magnetic storms, your present day, the phalanstery has matured. Through decades of effort, scientists have linked the high-speed conduit to an independent energy field and have begun the gradual transfer of human consciousness. You've reached the suitable age for transfer. Once this expedition returns, you are to undergo the transfer and journey to the new home humanity has built. Was that monster really just a hallucination brought on by the headaches? You don't need to worry about the magnetic storms. It was a long time ago, and the tools we use now are much higher quality. What if there really are people here besides us? Hard to say. How could they have survived? Even if there were, we couldn't risk contact. He suddenly displays an uncharacteristic expression of fear, cruelty, and ferocity. We absolutely cannot bring any disease back to the terminal. Understand? Yes, of course. He stares at you for several more seconds before his expression finally relaxes. You decide to believe it was your own hallucination. I'll go check the clearing first. Okay. Why is the table knife in my bag? You left behind items you don't need right now. Ooh, thank you. Help Yvonne repair the detector. And the thing is that I put the fire out. Okay, just checking, just studying it. You know how Yvonne's is and all that. Are you radioactive? Remembering Yvonne's terrifying expression, a chill ran down your spine. Telling him about this, it's hard to imagine how he'd react. You're not just colleagues who've worked together for over a week. You're a community bound by fate guarding the terminal. That's right, the terminal must not be compromised. From now on, you need to be more careful. Just studying it. You know how dogs is and all that. Can't take the thing there. Alright. See you later, spider. Guessing we need to go back to this area. No sign of the severed hand or the black thing. Maybe it really was just a hallucination. Even so, a quiet suspicion remains. There might be other black bugs in these woods. Can't do anything there just yet. I can't take this with me just yet. Click to use different tools to examine the collected samples. I do not have any samples. This is the first time I've read the Gospel of Matthew. It isn't written in English, but I can understand parts of it. Oh! Okay, this little bug here is super helpful. The sower is the son of man, the vast field is the world. The plump wheat seed is the child of heaven, but the cockspur grass is the child of the wicked. The time of great harvest is the world's finale. Just as the grass must be pulled out and cast into the blazing fire, on the day of the final end for all, judgment shall descend in the same way. His writing is this fire. So we're being harvested. We're being used up for our brain matter. Okay, and I can't click that. Oh! But I can do that to make the spider get annoyed and leave. Okay. Oh! The spider lured back onto its web is now feasting voraciously on a piece of inert metal. Okay. I'm gonna let the dog. Oh, it's a dog. It's a little dog. Hey, little doggy. This is Num Num, your search dog. Though trained by Jezin, Num Num has a mind of her own, always wandering off to explore. Dogs have the intelligence of a 2 or 3 year old child. I've always wished they could be transferred to. Don't worry, Num Num. You will inherit the earth after we hook ourselves up to the Matrix. Num Num happily trots away. See ya, Num Num. Oh my god! Okay, my mind is not ready for that. Or this. You're here? Good timing. Take over for me. Get these planted. What am I supposed to do? Do I need to teach you everything? The crates are already here. This eye is from North Kakalaka. Do I need to teach you everything? These are intact seed packets. Check each one for damage, then place them in the soil one by one. He didn't leave after giving instructions and said he stood there watching you. Of course he would. Let's check each one for damage. Okay, before we put them in there, I think we need to go back. This one seems to have a damage. This one seems fine. Yeah, I thought we were gonna need to go all the way back to the workbench and like fix it. But I guess not. That seems fine. Fine. Seems a little damaged. That one's fine. The seeds were all planted and the bad packets had been sorted out properly. You looked toward Kingsley. Too slow. The sweat and heat from your palm alter the soil environment inside the packs. It affects the initial growth phase. Understand? That's like the last thing I'm doing is understanding. You knew nothing about ultra seeds, and these criticisms felt unduly harsh. No need to be anxious. Okay, let's save here. I cannot save. Maybe I can. Diary. Can I save? Investigation is over. Yvonne said he is spotted, but I didn't see anything. Right after Meg fell into the sea, we lost an investigator. Maybe my mother is actually here. Okay, go continue. So there's no way to save stuff. No need to be anxious. This is in red, so it's obviously the correct button to press. I'm going to check on the ship. But then Yvonne say, don't tell Yvonne, I don't want him worrying. Alright, he said, sounding relieved. Take the empty cartons back to the storage. I'm leaving. He watched his figure disappear into the distance down the beach. Kingsley's obsession with the return journey was abnormal. He probably wasn't the traitor who sabotaged the ship. Turning the thought over in your mind, you tended to the field once more, labeling and marking each mound of earth. After working for what felt like ages, the sun began to melt into the horizon. A chilling breeze swept in from the sea. You couldn't wait to get back to the warmth of the bonfire. Okay, anything? Doesn't seem like I... Let's go talk to these freaks over here. Hey, Num Num. Pap, 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 pap. Is there like a... Hopefully there's like a... Like, he's already happy, and I don't need to keep on pressing him to make him like actually happy. Shuna and Jezin stood talking by the cave where the ship was anchored, a bucket of fish at their feet. Hey Ben, dinner secured. It's not much. We need to get the ultra seeds growing before the emergency rations run out. I hate accents. I hate them so much. Don't worry, it's already done. Jezin gave a curt nod. Bruh, I'm a pair of eyeballs. You get the feeling Jezin doesn't want to talk. Not with you, not with Shuna. I mean, I wouldn't if I looked like this. Follow the beach back to the bonfire. Turn to the bonfire for now. The bonfire's warmth seeps into you, easing some of the fatigue. End the afternoon's investigation here. Wait a while longer. So I lost that. Let me double check things. Okay, nothing there. Was it Jezen that had the gun? No, it's Jamie. Jamie's got a gun. Okay, I have to double check. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. In knowing games like this, I'm pretty sure that I'm not good. Bathed in the setting sunlight, you begin to feel drowsy. Burnt eel, just like my mama used to make them. Dinner time, you hold a grilled fish. Dead, grayish eyes glint with the reflected firelight. Tonight's mood is heavier than usual. Once the rescue team arrives, everything will be fine. You try to comfort yourself with the thought, but a knot of unease remains. A crew lost at sea, the ship damaged, misfortunes pile up. What's next? Will we make it? Nom nom nom. From the other side of the bonfire, Yvonne's voice drifts over. Every night he tells the same story, how he escaped the infected Mars station. Details shift with each telling, maybe he doesn't remember clearly anymore. This meat chewing. Nom 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 nom. I saw no meteor on my way out, no signs of external impacts on the station hull. So was someone inside? No way to know, he shrugs. The others were too badly hurt. They told me to go on ahead. Nom 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 nom. At least you're here now, right? Your fallen colleagues would be glad for that. Yvonne falls silent, his gaze turning toward the dark expanse of the sea as if that were the vast cosmos he once had to journey into alone. Only the sound of splintering wood remains. What if Yvonne betrayed his friends to escape? Time to turn in. Saved. Right. Let me see how long I've been recording. 45 minutes. Let's do an hour. Ben, I hope my demeanor earlier didn't alarm you. It's not your demeanor, Yvonne. It's your visage. It's okay. I ain't no snitch. But maybe I need to be a snitch. I don't know. Let's go check on the woods are too dangerous at night. You'd better stay in this area. Okay, never mind. Num num. Num num, you'll sleep by Shuna's bed tonight. It'll help her rest easier, understand? Can't pet Num Num? Whatever. Not like I wanted to. Maybe come back during the day. Ooh. Nothing to report yet. I'll go check in again tonight. Nothing new there. Hey Shuna. Shuna sits on her bed, absorbed in her notes, punctuated by soft coughs. I mean, looking at her, she is kind of punctured. So I can't see there, but I can go sleep. Okay, so I did not snitch on Kingsley. Can't do anything there. Let's go back outside just 1 second. Look at the fire. Okay, I looked at the fire. Let's head to sleep. drift into sleep, many things will happen. You cannot control everything in life. Ben, what do your Ben eyes see? My head hurts. It'll pass. Answer me. Is there a red wall in front of you and a window? Where's my mother? She's coming soon. Can you answer the question first? Yes, a red wall and a window. Hello? Mother's here. Hello, Mom. You look dashing today. Hey, Ben, get up. I found something. What? Moments later, a sharp, piercing whistle cut through the air. Okay, maybe I should have snitched on Kingsley. What's that? Who's whistling? You knew instantly it was Kingsley. He was going to make an announcement. Oh my gosh, shut up. The four of you stood warily before the cabin. The trees, the sea, the sky all had dissolved into simple shapes. Only the bonfire still burned, casting Kingsley's smug face in a bronze light. Everyone, I've gathered you all today here. His stern eyes scanned each face, finally settling on Yvonne with unconcealed pride. Last night, I conducted a thorough inspection and repair of the ship's propulsion system. The good news is, while our captain chose to give up, I took action. The ship is operational. Really? Murmurs of surprise and doubt rippled through the group. Yvonne's face was a mask of shock, fear, and fury. You stole the spare key? I gave orders. No one boards that ship without authorization. I did what was necessary. Regardless, please follow me and see for yourselves. Under Yvonne's accusation, Kingsley seemed tense. He strode quickly towards the dock. The others followed. When me and the boys just lug. If the ships can really be repaired, that would be cough. Well, she's sick. As long as I can get back. Ben, what are you waiting for? I've already started the engine. It's perfectly fine. Yvonne's brow was furrowed. He didn't notice your gaze and offered no explanation. Okay, let's go inside. Kingsley watched as the others filed towards the ship entrance. When it was Shuna's turn, he suddenly blocked the doorway with his body. You stay, don't add to our troubles. What? You're not a sailor. You don't know ships. You'd be useless on board. I have a right to know the ship's status. Her agitation triggered another violent coughing fit. Kingsley glanced at you, then shifted his weight slightly. A clear signal for you to board first. Well, if I stay, there will be trouble, and if I go, it will be double. So Shuna's sick, and Kingsley is probably gonna try to leave without her. But I'm gonna be a real one. I'll stay outside. Jezin stands by the stairs for a moment watching, then he turns and heads up to the deck. Kingsley shoots you a look before slamming the cabin door with a loud bang. Now it's just you and Shuna. So you like jazz? How are you feeling? I'm fine. Her lips were pressed tight, trembling slightly as she fought to suppress the heaving caused by her cough. I'm worried about you. I don't need anyone's concern. She turned her head away, voice cold. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. Actually, have you found anything these past few days? Like God? Have you found God? She glanced at you quickly, hesitated for a moment, then pulled a clear plastic case from her pocket. Yo, put that away, Shuna. Can't be showing that in front of Kingsley. Found this while surveying the clearing in the soil about 2 to 3 centimeters down. I ran some basic chemical analyses. It's a metal, but as you can see, its form is anomalous. It doesn't appear to be naturally occurring. I found an identical piece of metal yesterday. Can I take a closer look? Fine, just remember to return it. Black substance number 2 has been logged at the workbench. Thanks. Before you could finish, a deafening crash erupted from inside the ship. You rushed to the door, but it won't open. Kingsley locked it from the inside. A moment later, 3 figures appear on the deck. Jizn has Yvonne pinned down. Yvonne struggles for a few seconds, then his body slowly goes limp. Kingsley stands behind them, his face pale and tense. Yvonne smashed the engine! His voice is shaking. We put you in the brig? Jezin proposed locking Yvonne in the cellar. The others agreed. From the shadows beneath the vents, you caught the bleakness in Yvonne's eyes. His gaze seemed to pass right through you, through the cabin, the island itself, as if searching for something far beyond. Everyone, gather at the fire pit now. He had to leave for now. Are we all sick and he knows? He probably knows that we're all sick. That's me being sick. The situation is worse than we thought. His gaze swept over each person present. From this moment on, all actions follow my command. I'm under no obligation to listen to you. Your insubordination will be noted in the report, Jezin. Jezin left without a backward glance. Like talking to a brick wall. Ben, you're on crop duty. The fields need weeding today. Shuna, you're to watch over Yvonne. I should go back and check the ship's damage, but before that, he gestured for you to come over. Come here, I need to tell you something. With that, he hurried toward the open clearing. You and Shuna exchanged a look. She gave you a helpless shrug. No one else can tend to those fields. A sense of responsibility flared within you. Bonfire burns brightly. An endless expanse of sea. The plants here were trampled flat. A narrow, winding path led deep into the woods. Your map has been updated. Ooh. Kingsley locked the ship up. Okay, so I can go like straight down. You stare at each other, neither of you says anything. Maybe you're both still shaken from this morning. The weight on my shoulders just got heavier. Ben, you'll be in charge of the fields from now on. He just wants to put all his work on me, bro. Bruh. You nodded. A few sprouts were already pushing through the soil. In the old world wheat fields, there was a type of invasive weed that looked almost identical to the wheat. Because it steals nutrients, it had to be removed. Ultra seeds have the same problem. No matter how we improve their soil, they produce plants that look identical but contain zero nutritional value. I know, we use ultrasound to find the fakes. Correct, he raised an eyebrow. Greenhouses usually have large-scale ultrasonic equipment. We don't have that luxury out here, so we use this portable ultrasonic pen. The higher the seed's quality, the higher the return frequency, meaning the higher the pitch. Take it, dig up any seeds that return a low pitch. How low is too low? How low can you go? How much a brother know? The lowest ones. We need to preserve as many ultra seeds as possible. With that impatient reply, he left. Alright, guess we're on our own. Okay, so the ones out here are pretty easy to like teleport. Whoop. So these are all good out here. That one's bad. Oh my god, that one's super bad. Starring Michael Cera. So we know this one, that one's fine. That one's fine. That one's bad. And we can use the number of things to test whether they're good or not. That was 2, so these 2 are bad. One's bad. These 2 are bad. Those are fine. I wish you could like mark them with something. Oh, I can just take them. I think this one's good. Okay, this one's bad. Bad. All of them are bad. This one's good. Just double check though. Yeah, that one has to be good. Is it over? I think so. After finishing the work, you regain a little control over your focus. The path leading into the forest makes you a bit uneasy. Okay, doesn't seem like there's anything there. I can go into the path. I'll go in here and then I'll end the video. I'll see what's going on over here. There's just a pair. Pair of what? Is the real question. Okay, any secrets? I can go further in. Ooh, oh, there's Shuna. Num num, get away from that bug. Pat, 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 pat. Num num, what did you eat? Shuna, what are you doing here? Ben? Yvonne doesn't need a patient like me looking after him. You should go back and rest in the cabin. Even you think so? You also see me as just a sick girl, don't you? I mean, sick as in like cough cough pass, or sick as in like sick brah? Cause you look pretty sick, brah. Her expression falls and your heart twists. I worked tirelessly to become a geologist. Some of my research even made it into the Fallon Street mission. Yeah, people still see me as just a sick girl. Her eyes glisten. Shuna, I'm sorry, I never thought of that. I'm just worried about you. It's okay, she offers a resigned smile. No matter what anyone says, I'll keep doing my research until my very last moment. Dies of cringe. I support you. Shuna pulls a perfectly cubed-shaped box from her coat. What's this? I found it nearby. It seems to be some kind of puzzle box. You look at the concave sign on the surface. It feels familiar somehow. On the tool rack in the soil. There wasn't anything in the soil. Was there anything? I think it was on the tool rack. That's right. It matches the design of the metal puzzle box on the tool rack. It's likely made by the same engineer. Seems to be missing a few parts. Have you seen anything that might fit? No, let me help you look. No need. Please, I'm also curious about what's inside. Shuna lets out a sigh and nodded. Shuna, just because I want to help doesn't mean I think of you as a sick girl. Even though I do think of you as a sick girl, brah. Okay, anything else here? It seemed like it. Let's just talk. Looks like there are 3 pieces missing. She shakes the metal box, something slides and rattles inside. This puzzle box was probably made by the engineer. I made a gravestone for her at the cliff's edge. Gravestone? It's a stone slab people use to mark a death. I couldn't find the proper slab, so I used a branch instead. Back when people could truly die, the living would erect gravestones for the dead, carving their names so they wouldn't be completely forgotten. You don't want to dwell too much on the topic of death, but Shuna is already immersed in a sorrow that feels preordained. In the puzzle box. Let's put a pear on it. Oh, what if you want a pear? You want a pear? You want a pear, Num Num? Pears might be like deathly poisonous to dogs. You want this pear? Nice. Got a puzzle component. So these are the 3 fingers from Elden Ring. Oh. Menk. Oh, I just straight up steal that from them. Okay. I'm gonna solve your puzzle, Menk. How much you want to bet that Menk was the one that sabotaged it and then he just jumped overboard because he doesn't want to be assimilated into the machine? What is that? Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, I have to be fast. I have to be fast. Some there. Okay, back at Shuna. I'm like losing track of where things are. What the hell? The Mines of Moria? Okay, well, let's obviously... Ooh, wait a second. Nothing? Nothing? Okay. Let's give this dog to... this bone to him. What? Oh my god, there's so many things here. What? Ow! Okay, there's like a fucking caterpillar. Here, take this. Kid. Here, take this. How about you take this one and you give me that one? Okay, never mind. Okay, so I need to do something about the fucking arthroplural from the Cambrian period over here. Carboniferous, I should say. Ooh. There's something up there. Oh! You know what? We're probably gonna make a slingshot. So we have that there. What happened to Num Num? Hopefully I didn't bug out jump Num Num. Oh, there's a branch. Yo, I am completely lost in this forest. I should be able to hit that. Another puzzle component. I'm like a genius. I did miss out on a puzzle with the sea, I'm pretty sure. Because there's a question mark when I looked at the sea. I could have done something there, unless I might be misremembering the bucket one. That goes there. It's probably the last one. Oh, that's right, buddy. Cause we saw him eat a bug earlier. Oh, okay. Let's grab some stuff here. Let's combine these two because there's a slingshot. Can I pet that dog? Good dog, eat that. You fit the final component into its groove. A crisp click echoes from within the puzzle box. A metal ball slides out onto the surface track and is gently held in place at the starting paint by a thin rod. Shuna tentatively shifted a few of the iron pins that served as the code. Several metal rods blocking the ball's path retracted with a click, but a few others sprang up in their place. It's a little game about guiding a metal ball to the end. You want to give it a try? Hell yeah, oh my god, my eardrums. Okay, so we need to get this one out. Okay, that resets everything. That one's there, that one goes down there. Okay, that has too many. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. This one goes here. Okay, having one here makes those go there. Having two here makes that go there. Okay, and then having one here. There we go. Let's go. Inside lies an intricately carved silver key which goes into the mines of Moria. It's beautiful. She carefully traces the carving on the key with a finger. You stay silent. On this island, where there is nothing but stone and withered grass, anything intricate only fills you with unease. You remember the white door not far away and tell Shuna about it. Right, there's a door there, but that place... ... Jezin said that it's an old era lab, abandoned and dangerous. Then maybe we should... Just opening the door shouldn't be a problem. She gives a sly smile. Can she smile with all those holes? And if we can find some leftover research inside, what do you think? Oh, research inside. A key, a door, it feels like fate. We shouldn't pass up this chance. Is this being recorded? It is. Let's do it. Oh, excellent. I'll wait for you at the lab entrance. Cough, cough. I'm dying. Do you have your medication with you? Stop making her think that she's sick. No, why? We won't be long. Is he really okay? You remember the slingshot in your hand. You made it from Meng's grave marker. At least you didn't use it to bring about more harm. So I could have used this to kill the bug, I think, but I didn't. So maybe that's a good thing. Good doggy, good doggy. I passed on my sins to you, dog. Guess I need to go over here. She tries to steady her breathing, looking at you expectantly. It's open. With the sound of creaking hinges, a long-contained odor invades the nostrils. Shuna is intently studying a diagram on the wall. Talk. Suddenly, she lets out a gasp. 23 flavors. The data is strange. What's strange? Look here. The seabed landmass was formed by volcanic activity, so the age distribution of its rock layers should follow a fundamental principle. Upper layers are younger than... Wait, let me go through there. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. What this diagram means is an ancient vein that should be buried deep underground has appeared above younger rock layers. The report stresses no evidence of significant tectonic activity in this region, meaning it wasn't pushed up by earthquakes or volcanoes. Have the rock layers inverted? No, not inverted, because the vein is still 100 meters underground. It's just an equally ancient vein has appeared on the surface. The rock layers are arranged in an old, new, old sequence from top to bottom. That's practically impossible. Ben, what do you think? Is that really a vein? Vein surface by itself. It's ancient volcanic core, Pleistocene, and then the anomalous from here. Vein surface by itself, or is that really a vein? Let's be a little quizzical. Shuna's eyes widen. Or it could be something else, like an extraterrestrial object that landed in Area 4 and was mistaken for a vein. If this thing that appeared out of nowhere didn't come from within, then it must have come from outside. But the veins area is enormous, that's what she said. What kind of extraterrestrial visitor could come to Earth on such a massive scale without being detected? You've reached an impasse. Shuna returns her gaze to the diagram. Your eyes follow her finger as it traces downward. The diagram records stop in 2053. Diagram's records. However, on the wall where it hangs, someone has added new notes. 2102, departure, vein area halved. 2105, return, vein area nearly depleted. 2111, return, vein no longer detectable. You and Shuna exchange a look. The research was interrupted in 2053, probably due to magnetic storms. Then after 50 years, the project was restarted. I don't think so. They're more like graffiti. My guess is someone came here later and wrote these notes based on their own observations. Departure, return, what do they refer to? Shuna repeats the two words under her breath. Is this like Lost? Have we been coming to this island over and over again? This is crazy. This is a little uneasy. Someone's round trip. This is what I first thought. But these two options made me think that maybe it's not so easy. Let me think again. Area 4 stratigraphic paradox. Large distribution box. There's going to be a door behind it. Departure and return. Well, it changes. Okay, let's do someone's round trip because that seems the obvious. Why do you say that? Where the idea is supported. Let's go here. I didn't see the connection to departure and return. Oh my god. Exit checkpoint. Wait, the briefing mentioned this place is connected to. I didn't read all this stuff. Yeah, Subsea 3 facility. No, okay, never mind. The Subsea Magnetic Research Institute, which means people would take ships from here to the seafloor. So departure and return refer to the state of traveling between two institutes. Each round trip, he or she would record the changes in the vein here until it vanished completely. The disaster never stopped humanity's thirst for knowledge. It was a relay. It was a relay. A mystery studied on and off for decades, now seeing the light of day again because of us. There must be more data inside. She got me stumbling toward this electrical box by the checkpoint, coughing violently as she pushed it out. We rushed forward to help her. Like, I'm not like other Steam players who apparently love clicker games. I don't really play clicker games that much. Okay, so there was other stuff that I should have definitely be reading. Primarily conducts research on crustal activity. Magnetic Research Institute. Exit checkpoints. Why call it exit checkpoints? We already did that. Oh, there's other stuff. Core samples from Area 4 proving the paradox. Bottom left, anomalous vein. Top left, Holocene sediments directly above it. Shuna remains fixated on the diagram, as if trying to squeeze every last drop of information from each line and marking. We'll go in when you're ready. Where's the num num? Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the video here. Mostly because I'm a little tired. And I feel like my puzzling skills are gonna definitely take a hit. Now, if you were to ask me how to save, hopefully it saves automatically. Save to explore the abandoned laboratory. So that's before, right? But I guess that's fine because it's pretty easy to get back to where I was, so I'll end it there. Right. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Like I said, if the video doesn't do too well, that's fine. I'll still play it on my own because this is interesting. But if y'all like this, hit that like button, hit that hype button. Apparently, I learned that hypes, you have to pay for a hype, which is if you hype it up, thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. And comments and everything. Watch the video, engagement, stuff like that. But thank you, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye.